I am sick of going through this process of buying crap just to return it again, just to receive a voucher, just to buy crap, just to return it again, just to receive a voucher, on and on and on. I want to stop using them. I don't want to ever go back to them, but I also don't want to lose money. Hello, Donald Mackerel for Donald Mackerel Gaming here. Yeah, as the title has said, CeX have scammed me yet again, or at least attempted to scam me. This time I'm taking it to trading standards. I know I said I was going to do it last time. I chickened out. I didn't do it because, long story short, they offered me some money to just sort of say, take the money, please, that's for all the inconvenience caused. So I said, okay, didn't report them because I thought I don't really have a leg to stand on. Well, guess what? They've gone and done it again. They've gone and sent me another badly printed game. Obviously as well, printed. I'm looking at it. It's at the side of me here. Printed at the shop just before sending it out. I bought 2 games at exactly the same time. One game arrived as it should have done. This game arrived the next day. So it's quite clear that they were printing a cover it for it. They probably looked at it and gone, this is, I don't know whether it's an international cover or whether it had got man stains all over it or something. I don't know what was wrong with it, but they've printed their own cover for it. Here's the video of me finding it live on camera. I want to finish on a good pickup, and it looks good to be fair, but we'll go with the CeX one to begin with. This should be good. I mean, they can't really mess it up. Commentator's curse. Let's have a look at what we've got. Right, I have been waiting for this one. So this is an awful game. I won't play it. I really won't play it, but you can't mess this up. I got this simply because I don't think anybody would use it at all. So the disc should be in immaculate condition. I don't know if it has a manual with it. I don't think so. So hopefully nothing can go missing there. Fingers crossed again. Right, it is Zumba World Party for the Xbox 360. It's the last Zumba game that came out on it. It's actually quite blooming expensive. New for 2014 with 40 hot songs. And that is a reprinted cover. Jesus Christ on a bike. Look, you can tell it doesn't line up with the end there. Doesn't line up with that bit there. It's not even... They've put a reprinted cover on it. Again. Right, they are definitely getting reported this time. That isn't even good quality. That's an awful quality reprinted cover. Because you can see that's the line at the top. Look at the bottom. Look at how far that is. That is absolute tosh. It's still sticky. It's still sticky from where they printed it. So this isn't from like someone's bought it into the store. They've printed this cover. I'm going to have to eat... Oh, yeah, disc is all right, but what's it matter? I'm going to have to email them again now and say, like, right, money back. And not only that, I'm taking it to trading standards. I've given them a chance. Given them one chance. And, oh, sorry, mistake. That, how can you be that blind? It's nowhere near the proper size. It's still sticky. That has been printed in store. So they can't even lie and say, oh, someone must have bought it in. They've printed that. Absolutely bloody disgusting. Right. Christ. I'll probably make a special little video just about this one. Because I've had enough now. I have had enough of CeX. So I still can't get rid of these blooming vouchers. It's just voucher after voucher after voucher. And everything I order off their blooming site ends up either being like that, reprinted, absolutely mangled, so I have to take it back, missing bits, or just the wrong game. Or they just cancel it. They just leave me waiting for like 7 days and then go, here's your money back. Why didn't they cancel that? Like, how blind have you got to be to not realise that that's a reprinted cover? Jesus. Right, let's go to the vinted one. Right, and so people now will probably be going, well, Donald, if you've had this experience before and you keep on having the experiences, why do you keep on going back to CeX? Because CeX only refunds you with vouchers that are only refundable at CeX. I.e., when I get that blooming voucher, I can then only spend it in store. So I'm using the vouchers to buy rubbish from their online store because there's nothing in the shops near me. There's absolutely nothing. So I'm buying stuff online. I'm paying for the postage. It gets sent out to me and it's either in terrible bloody condition, so I have to drive to the nearest CeX and send it back, or they're sending me out reprinted. Look at this, reprinted covers like this. Now watch this. This just proves to you how bad it is. This is here from yesterday. It's still tacky. It's not as tacky as yesterday, but it's still bloody tacky. And again, just pulling it out, I'm going to show you the standard of it. It's blurred, it's crappy. You can even see where it started to smear a little bit. It's really, really, really not good quality. Like, just the colours on it. The colours look bloody terrible. So it's not even a good reprint. So all this stuff about like, oh, well, they only send out like reprinted ones. Well, actually, normally they say they don't send out reprinted ones if you buy online. And in store, you make that conscious decision, and they tell you because it's got the little thing in the corner telling you it's a reprinted cover. Well, it doesn't, does it? It's got nothing anywhere telling you it's reprinted. This is just obviously a manager making a dodgy decision, going, oh, I want top whack for this. Nobody's going to buy a bloody zombie game if it doesn't have the proper inlay for it. So I'll just print one out. Now, here's a telltale sign. You can see from the edges, it's miles away from the edges. So they haven't even sized it up properly. They've used a cheap template they found online, which doesn't work with this. The top there is in line. The bottom, as you can see, is what? About 2, maybe 3 mil off. So it's not in line at all. It's just a really, really, really badly done reprint, which is illegal. And I'm sick of it. I can't spend my money anywhere else. I can't go anywhere else because they just send me a bloody voucher, which I then return to CeX in the form of, okay, I'll buy something else. And the next thing they sent me is damaged or reprinted or in a different language. It's just doing my bloody head in. I can't do anything else. And not only that, what other choice do we have? What choice do we have? They've killed all the bloody indies. It's now the only place to go to. I went to that gaming market, the Black Country Games Fair. Went there on the weekend and they said they have no stock because people go there to trade in their games for a bloody voucher. So none of the indie stores are getting stock to sell on to you. CeX are taking in everything. So I've had members of CeX staff as well get in touch with me to say that the stuff that they do is breaking the law, and they know it's breaking the law, but they have to do it or they don't get a job. A member of CeX staff got in touch with me to say that they take in loose discs, and I don't mean as in if you take your loose disc to CeX, they'll go, oh, okay, we'll give you £1 for it, which does happen. They will do that anyway at certain stores, but what they'll do is, say there's this game and inside there someone's accidentally left a copy of Sonic Generations. They won't go like, oh, by the way, we checked your games and there was that copy of Sonic Generations in there. So, if you can find the case, we can accept it, but we can't accept it on its own. No, what they do is they take that copy of Sonic Generations, they put it in a blank bloody case, they print out a cover for it and go, full price Sonic Generations. There you go, reprinted cover, not much we can do about it. They steal the games off you and reprint them. If they find one in a machine, like say you take in a bloody PS4 and it's got a copy of FIFA 23 still inside it, they take that game out, they reprint a label and they sell it as well. They are just the worst bloody company to deal with. Good God, honestly, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do. And the people out there on YouTube that stick up for them, the people that go, oh, this doesn't happen, it's happening on camera in front of you. Another story I forgot to tell was, so I've got a friend whose brother works for CeX. I'm not going to say which branch, but it's fairly obvious if you know where I'm from. His brother works for CeX. A gang of lads came into the shop. One of them asked to look at a mobile phone that was about 900 quid. So the guy pulled it out from behind the counter and like behind the counter. So there's got the counter between him and the person. He pulled it out and goes, oh, there you go. And the guy's like, can I have a look at it? He's like, I could show you, but you can't hold it. The guy threatened him with a knife and pulled it out of his hand. Of course, now the gang is around him and they're basically just going like, mate, give us the phone, give us the phone. So the guy just lets go of it. The gang run out with this £900 phone. This lad has been threatened with a knife. His life has been threatened over the cost of a bloody mobile phone. So what does CeX do? Do they go like, you poor bugger, we're going to have to put you through some counselling. Don't worry, it'll go through insurance. No. They pulled it out of his wages. They made him pay £900 out of his own crap CeX wages. Minimum wage CeX wages. Took £900 out of it and said it was his fault because he shouldn't have let them take the phone. What a bloody company. What a company to work for. And some of you people stick up for them. Absolute vile scumbags. A lot of this stuff comes from corporate. It comes from the very top. So when they're going, oh, well, it's these franchise stores. They're a law unto themselves. The franchise stores are normally the best. The franchise stores are normally the ones where it would have been an indie shop, only they've been closed down. So a lot of this stuff comes... Don't believe the stuff telling you. Don't believe it when they say, oh, we only do reprints when someone's stolen a case. Rubbish! How's that got the bloody manual with it if someone's stolen a case? Why would you steal a case to a zombie game? Rubbish. They reprint covers because they feel like doing it. They're absolute... Don't trust any of this. They are the worst company going. Anyway, back to whatever I was saying in the video. Some of the stories that I've got here. The most bizarre experience I have ever had in CeX. I went in with my wife to buy a Sony Xperia about 2 years old. I was asked by the girl at the counter what kind of apps I intended to run. I told her nothing much, just WhatsApp and Facebook. She then searched some kind of database and told me that so this person, couldn't buy my wife a phone because WhatsApp wouldn't run on it. What the hell? I knew it was... and I said I'd buy it anyway, where she apologised and just put the phone back on display. Refused to sell them the phone. My wife really wanted the phone, so I asked again 10 minutes later and bought it with no hassle from another guy. They've sold me all sorts of broken stuff before, but never once refused to sell me something until that day. So obviously, that girl had got intentions on buying that phone at like staff discount. Good God. There's people on here that says they've had stuff taken in there where they've basically robbed games off them. There's people that have taken phones in there. They've damaged the bloody phones, like scratched them and then said like, oh, well, that's C grade. That is, we can't accept that. There's people that have gone in there and found their previously like sold phone that they sold at C grade. They found them selling it at an A grade. It's just the dodgiest, most disgusting, most dirty company known to man. And yes, well, I've used CeX and I've never had an issue. Congratulations when you go and buy your one PS4 game a year. When you go buy your bloody Blu-ray DVD and you go, oh, well, there's no scratches on that. I don't understand why you're getting scratches on your super-duper old 20, 30-year-old games, Donald. Oh, it must be you. Yeah. I must get in touch with CeX and say, I tell you what, I know I'm paying over the odds for post and packaging. Why not just send me an absolute bag of as well? So I've got to drive into town, pay to park and return it because I just love wasting my time. I bloody love it. Oh, but Donald, why don't you use their free post service? Oh, probably because of all the comments I've received where their items just went missing or arrived in an unsaleable state, as in, oh, sorry, we can't accept this. This wasn't what we sent out. And then they received a completely different item back through the post. They checked the bloody serial numbers. Different items. It's just a scam. From top to bottom, CeX is a scam. And I'm sick of it. I am sick of going through this process of buying crap just to return it again, just to receive a voucher, just to buy crap, just to return it again, just to receive a voucher, on and on and on. I want to stop using them. I don't want to ever go back to them, but I also don't want to lose money. I want to just spend the remaining few vouchers. Can I do that, CeX? Can I spend the remaining few bloody vouchers that I've got with you and never have to deal with your absolute shit ever again? You useless bunch of... Is that possible? Is that possible to do that? Can you just manage to just clear? I think I've only got like £30 left in vouchers. Can you just manage to do like 2 games? Just 2 games for me. Just go like, look, Donald, there you go. Bang. Please don't ever come to us again. Fine. I'm happy with that deal. Can we do that? Or is that impossible for you? You useless. And I am reporting you to trading standards this time, because that is illegal. You cannot do that. And it's twice you've done it to me in a month. And again, in the comments, the amount of people that said it's happened to them with the whole, it never happens. Well done, YouTubers. Well done, you slimy, nasty little gits. You ones that just go, look, it doesn't happen. This is a lie. Contradicting the hundreds of people that have commented in that video. You horrible, horrible... The people out there that have, like, done videos sticking up for them and trying to demean not just me, but all the other... I've got a platform. I've got this little platform I didn't have until that first video, but now I've got the platform. I've got the power to go, look what they've sent me. They're absolute monsters. All the people in the comments that literally got robbed, that were going back into the store and going... I complained, nothing happened. They didn't care. They told me to get out. They said they'd call the police. That's what happens when you don't have a platform. And you're there sticking up for this big multi-million-pound company that is literally ripping food out of babies' mouths when people are desperate and they just want to go in there and get some money so they can feed their bloody families. You're there going like, how dare you say nasty stuff about CeX? You vile, evil pigs. I hope something bad happens to you. I really do, because you deserve it. Jesus Christ. Right, anyway, I don't want to be known as the angry CeX ranty guy. I want to be known as a happy, positive man. I've spent all day stewing, thinking about this video, thinking about what I'm going to say. And it's made me... It's made me so angry. Because I thought about just doing... a calm, polite one, where I just face the camera and I tell people what issues I've got. But it doesn't sum up what's going on inside my body. It doesn't sum up how it makes me feel every time they do this and every time they get away with it. And the only reason why they get away with it is because people let them. Because people go like, it's all right. Or somebody sees a video like this and they go, you're an idiot. Why don't you just stop using them? Morons. Absolute morons. And I know, even though I've explained why we have to keep on using them in this video, people aren't going to watch it. They're just going to go straight to the comments and comment that again. So if anybody does see any comments like that, feel free to just bombard them. I'm going to let you guys go how... Normally, I do... If I see anybody saying anything nasty, I get rid of that because I'm not up for that. Do it. They've had enough warnings. Let loose on them. So yeah, Donald Mackerel, yet again, for Donald Mackerel Gaming, scammed by CeX. But what is it now, the 3rd time in a month? No, more than that, because I've had games I've had to return since. I think it's 6 times this month. 6 times of trying to buy games online and being sent absolute through the post. So 6 times. Donald Mackerel for Donald Mackerel Gaming. Do not use CeX. They are bloody awful. Right, see you everybody. Christ on a bike. And final rant, I promise I am cheering up a little bit now. That has chilled me out quite a bit. My final rant is to the YouTubers out there that are doing the whole like, oh God, he's only making these videos to try and get clicks and views. Am I? Then why are you making videos about me making these videos, you bloody muppets? Subscribe to my Patreon, join my membership, buy me a coffee, you scamming, grifting gits. I can see straight through you. Don't try and turn this around. That's called internal guilt, you vile, vile pigs. I hope bad stuff happens to you.